Following reports of heavy damage across parts of the Commonwealth, in Jessamine County, strong winds took down the steeple of Edgewood Baptist Church. Luckily, there were no injuries and the church is able to continue with its regular services, but some water damage was reported. We spoke with the church's pastor, Stephen Gray, who says it was tough news to hear given how much of a local landmark their church is.
It's been a place of hope, a lot of weddings here over the years and funerals, and always the common denominator was coming through that door, and there's that beautiful spire. And so it is just a symbol, but it's such an important symbol and a very important part, you know, architecturally and historically in the life of the church and the community, that it's a loss. It's a big loss.
Gray says they're working to put up a new steeple in the upcoming weeks.